Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are running neck and neck here in the battleground state of Ohio. A new CBS News poll shows that 75% of likely Ohio voters are very or somewhat worried about the direction of this country. CBS News contributor and Republican strategist Frank Luntz held a focus group yesterday with undecided Ohioans on the state of the presidential race. The 27 participants were split between Republican and Democratic-leaning voters.
Give me a word or phrase to describe the conditions in America today.
Conditions in America, divisive.
Disappointing.
Angry.
Fractured.
No faith in the system.
Nervous.
Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Are you frustrated?
I'm frustrated and a little disappointed.
Because?
Because I don't really trust either of the candidates running.
I think a big part of it also is that there are no morals between either one of them. A lot of people step back and they take a look and they throw their hands in the air. Nobody has any morals anymore, any moral compass.
You vote for Mitt Romney.
I did.
And you don't want to vote for Donald Trump?
I don't.
Why not?
Because of the rhetoric, because I don't know what he'll do. I knew Mitt Romney wasn't my first choice in the primary, but I knew where he stood on the issues. I trusted him, I believed him,
And Trump?
I just don't know. He might be a good president. He might be the worst president we've ever had. I don't know. That's what scares me.
Go ahead.
I think Donald Trump has given legitimacy to a part of our country that is hateful.
That's pretty strong.
But I think it's true, and I think social media proves that. You've seen a lot of people on Twitter, Facebook, sharing images and statements that are horrible, to be honest with you.
I want a word or phrase to describe Donald Trump.
Intolerant.
I can't even think of a word so bad.
Wild card.
Outrageous.
Dumpster fire. Narcissist.
Bombastic.
Hatred. That's
Destructive.
Lunatic.
Buffoon.
Polarizing.
division.
Ignorant.
I need a word or phrase to describe Hillary Clinton.
Liar.
Not trustworthy.
Liar.
Untrustworthy.
Entitled.
Political opportunist.
Raise your hands if you think the political system's broken. Forget how we got here. How do we fix it?
I think we need to hear more about what they're going to do to make us America again. And I know that sounds Trumpy, but when you think about it...
You just created a new word.
We haven't focused on the issues that matter to us.
I think a third party needs to be introduced so it's not such drawn party lines. But the third party, they don't have strong enough backing or support.
We have to do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We've been putting in Republicans and Democrats time and time again. And at the end of the day, they're not that different.
But if we could stop buying into this idea of you have to vote for the lesser of two evils. People have fought and died for our rights, including the right to vote, to give it away to two people who are so fundamentally ill-equipped to be the commander-in-chief of this country. How can you give away your vote like that?
Which candidate would you rather have speaking to America in times of tragedy like we have seen in Baton Rouge, Dallas, even right here in Cleveland? Who says Hillary? Who says Trump? Please explain why.
I just think her message, while it might be faulted, tends to be more inclusive.
For me, after Benghazi, anything was a tragedy. I don't want to hear anything from her.
I think in general she has compassion for American people. And I believe she has the right tone and use the right words to unify people in the end.
You're so critical of Donald Trump, then vote for Hillary Clinton.
You can never do that one.
Why not?
Because it is a sure thing. With Donald Trump, it's a box of chocolate. We may get something, we may get nothing. With her, we are just dead with her.
The American public is tired of having to vote for the lesser of two evils. That's the bottom.
You guys agree with that?
They want to vote for a candidate that stands for something, and we don't have that choice in either of these. We're voting based on who we think is the lesser evil.
Boy, they had a lot to say. Frank Luntz joins us at the table. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It seems voters on both sides of the aisle are not happy with their choices with the candidates.
No, and these are the undecided voters. The problem with Hillary Clinton is, in a word, integrity. The problem with Donald Trump, in a word, is hate. And they look at both of these candidates and they say that they're driving the country apart at the very moment that we need to be unified.
What's it going to take for them to make up their mind? Did you see?
They're looking for that moment. They're looking for that inspiration. And this is not just a policy, but someone who says something that it clicks. It's one of those where you can't define it, but they'll know it when they hear it.
Are they looking for something or simply looking for the lesser of, as they see it, of two evils?
It's the candidate that they will end up distrusting the least.
That's my point.
Is the one that I think is going to win here, and I can't call it based on how they responded. Can I make you feel good? These Ohio voters, they're like Iowans. They're sophisticated. They know that they've been swing voters for years now, that Ohio matters. So they're paying attention to these issues.
Frank, you've watched a lot of Republican conventions from behind the scenes. Explain how this one is different. And also, what's the onus for Donald Trump? Is this about presenting himself to new voters? Is this about presenting the anti-Hillary message? What is it?
To me, it's for Trump. It is going to be essential that he proves that he's presidential. Not what got him here, because what got him here will not get him to November. The other thing is that the campaign needs to understand that it is not television anymore that decides this. People are getting their information on the web. They're learning based on YouTube and all these different avenues to collect information. The television ads, and this is bad news for me.
Yeah, are you sure it's not television? Frank, we're on television.
I know that,
Yeah.
and I'm going to lose money over this, but that's not how they collect information anymore. So this convention has to provide them with the facts and informations, and it isn't just the sound bites.
When he says television, he means like paid advertising ads.
Yes.
But they still get their news from programs like ours and what we're doing at 10 o'clock tonight.
But they're more likely to get it from what they see on the web, CBS, than they are from the traditional broadcasters, and that has changed so much. Let us hope that we get some positive messages out of this convention.
Frank Luntz, thank you so much.
Good to see you.